Here's a cold dish of truth, folks. We've got 260,000 people who work at the Department of Homeland Security, and they have gone without pay for more than a month because my Democratic colleagues refused to work with us to reopen the department. It's unconscionable. It's inexcusable. Meanwhile, members of Congress have been receiving their pay as normal. Now, when fair-minded Americans hear that members of Congress haven't missed a paycheck while more than 250,000 DHS employees go without it, it triggers their gag reflexes. And that's why I have drafted a resolution. It's been before all senators for some time. A resolution that bans members of the Senate from collecting their pay during government shutdowns until the shutdown is over. My resolution would require the Secretary of the Senate to place each member's paycheck in a vault until the government reopens. It's very simple. Okay, you don't have to be an astrophysicist to figure it out. Now, the resolution that I authored has already passed the Senate Rules Committee. Every single Republican voted for it, and every single Democrat on the Rules Committee voted for it. But now my Democratic colleagues have shut down a portion of the government yet again, and they won't support my resolution. They've blocked it. But look, I'm like the Terminator. I'll be back again and again and again to try to pass this resolution. I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm not trying to put anybody down. This is about shared sacrifice. Senators shouldn't be able to use a federal employee's paycheck as a political pawn without sacrificing their own paychecks. In America, we call that fairness. We call that common sense. If the employees of the Department of Homeland Security aren't being paid, senators shouldn't be paid either. And that's just the bottom line.
The scene opens with Senator John Kennedy delivering what he calls a cold dish of truth regarding the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, shutdown. He highlights a stark disparity. While 260,000 DHS employees have gone without pay for over a month due to political gridlock, members of Congress have continued to receive their paychecks as usual. Kennedy argues that this situation triggers the gag reflex of fair-minded Americans and finds it unconscionable. To address this, the senator explains his proposed resolution, which would ban senators from collecting their pay during government shutdowns. The plan is straightforward. Each member's paycheck would be placed in a vault by the Secretary of the Senate and held until the government reopens. He notes that while the resolution previously passed the Senate Rules Committee with bipartisan support, his Democratic colleagues are now blocking it during the current shutdown. Kennedy concludes with a firm resolve, comparing himself to the Terminator and vowing to return again and again until the resolution passes. He frames the issue not as a personal attack, but as a matter of shared sacrifice. His ultimate stance is one of common sense. If federal employees aren't being paid because of a political stalemate, the senators responsible shouldn't be paid either.